Next, on O&EA News, Theater Subculture Explained. And within each culture, there are many different subcultures. A subculture is a cultural group within a larger culture, often having beliefs or interests at variance with those of a larger culture. Today, we will focus our attention to one subculture in particular, theater. Within each culture, there is material and non-material culture. Material refers to the physical objects of the culture. So for instance, in theater, some are props, costumes, lights, etc. Whereas non-material includes any ideas, beliefs, values, or norms, anything that isn't physical. Now, to Noah and Olivia to explain the 5 main components of a culture.
Usually within a subculture, there's 5 main components. There's norms, symbols, technology, language, and values. These components help us break down and understand the culture.
In theater, some norms are sticking to the script, which basically means that they're not supposed to say whatever they want whenever they want to on stage. Also, no talking in the wings, which are the sides of the theater. The last example is if the stage manager tells you to do something, respond with thank you and respect what he says. In theater, some symbols include the comedy and tragedy masks, the clapperboard, the curtain, and the stage.
There's a lot of technology in theater, such as music, props, lights, soundboard, scripts, costumes, and makeup.
There's a lot of different language in the theater culture. A few examples include downstage, a term used when the actor or actress is moving closer to the audience. Upstage, when the actor or actress is moving farther away from the audience. Strike, the process by which the set is taken apart and deconstructed after the show is finished. Headshot, a picture taken from the shoulders up that is used for auditions as well as playbills. Callback, a second round of the audition process. And break a leg, which means good luck.
Lastly, there's their values. Theater kids have many values. A few include the following. Spending time at rehearsal. Rehearsing is very important because it is what helps them succeed in their culture. Attending other theater productions and respect for artistry. These are really crucial to them because it allows them a bigger perspective of the culture. Lastly, the show must go on. This is a very valuable saying because no matter what happens, you just want to make the performance as best as possible, even if you mess up. Now back to Lenny.
Thanks, guys. Next up, we have an exclusive interview with the one and only Brian Phillips. Hello, Brian.
Hello.
So, I hear you're pretty well known when it comes to theater.
I am. I'm the king of theater.
Theater is actually deemed as its own subculture. Do you consider yourself part of this culture?
I do. Very much so.
So, in a subculture, there are things called patterns. One example being traditions before and after a production. Can you explain some of the traditions you might have?
Yeah, well, we have like a prayer group before we go on stage, and the day of the opening night, we go out to eat.
So, all these different traditions are actually named complexities. Cultural complexities are patterns broken down into smaller sections. Can you name some of the restaurants you might go out to eat?
Like Max and Irma's, Roosters, Steak and Shake, Antonio's Pizza.
So in naming these restaurants, you actually just gave me perfect examples of cultural traits. Do you enjoy this culture?
I do very much.
What's your favorite part?
Getting together and performing and see everyone work together and create magic, yes. It's very, very enthusing.
Well, looks like we're out of time for today. Thank you for your appearance, Brian.
You're quite welcome.
Thanks, Brian. Next up, we have Alvaro to explain the positive and negative sanctions of a theater subculture.
In the cultural, negative sanctions are actual or threatened punishments, whereas positive sanctions are actual or promised rewards. So, in theater, a few positive sanctions include getting press and getting a good audience. Then on the other side of the spectrum, some negative sanctions include not getting a good turnout at the performance and something going wrong during the performance. These represents the rewards and punishment included in the theater culture. Now back to you, Ole.
That wraps up this episode. See you next time on ONEA News.